Hello YouTube, Scamp the Wolf here, back with another video for your review and pleasure, and guess what? Time's finally come to talk about the Deftones album, Private Music. Their new album, actually, just came out, just got done listening to it, and this is my initial reaction to it, my, unedited reaction, I hope. And, yeah, this is pretty much, what we're going to be doing. We're going to be reviewing the new Deftones album, which has come 5 years, or near 5 years, I should say, after their album Ohms, which came out in 2020 amidst the pandemic, and that was a very good album, I think. I think Ohms was a great album, definitely coming off of Gore, which, I'm not going to lie, not one of their best, for sure, but it was still a good album, not their best. Ohms definitely changed that. It was very good. And now here we are with Private Music, which, like I said, comes slightly under 5 years after Ohms comes out. And there's been a lineup change for sure. They had Sergio Vega, who was the bassist. He left. Now there's Fred Sablan, whatever his name is. He is now in the Deftones camp now. He's now a Deftones member. He plays the bass. And yeah, I think he gels pretty well with the band as far as I'm pretty much concerned. And yeah, he's able to do old stuff and new stuff very well. And all that is fine and dandy. Now, talking about Private Music, talking about this new album from the Deftones. Of course, whenever there's a new Deftones album that comes out, there's a lot of anticipation towards it. There's a lot of hype for it. And there is certainly a lot of hype for this one because, they announced it early last month with My Mind is a Mountain, which I thought was a fantastic single, probably one of the best of the year, if not the very best. Then they released Milk of the Madonna, which was another great song, very, very different, but at the same time very familiar for Deftones for sure. And yeah, now we have the full album, and this is my initial reaction to the album. This is my initial thoughts for the album for sure. Of course it's one of the best albums of the year. I am not going to really build up anticipation for my opinion on this. Definitely Private Music is definitely the real deal here. This is definitely one of the best albums of the year so far for sure. And am I saying that because I'm a Deftones fanboy, for lack of a better term? Not really, but at the same time, I am kind of biased because Deftones are one of my favorite bands for sure. And yeah, Private Music definitely, yeah, from everything I've heard, this is definitely fantastic stuff for sure. It's definitely for sure. The thing is, Deftones do have a good job with this. They are good at being consistent with themselves and all that stuff, while also introducing a little bit some new tricks to the trade, some new things that we haven't really heard from them before. Identifiably at its core, this is a Deftones album, front to back. Definitely, the songwriting definitely proves that for sure. The vocally, a lot of that stuff, you definitely get a lot of those hits on it. You definitely get a lot of those characteristics of a Deftones album on there, for sure. Take for example, My Mind is a Mountain, definitely Deftones heavy, definitely Diamond Eyes era Deftones for sure. And if I compare the album to other albums, sorry, but there's a lot of stuff on this album that definitely doesn't sound like anything they've done before, and I will definitely get to that for sure. And I'll definitely pick on those very things for sure in this review. But for sure, there's moments that will definitely remind you other stuff from albums like Saturday Night at Risk, which a lot of people have said. And then there's albums like Koi no Yokan, which was another one. A continuation of the Koi no Yokan sound is what they kind of described it as, beforehand. I think maybe in a press release or something I read. I'm not sure. Like, and for sure, you could definitely see that for sure on this album. Like the Koin no Yokon influence is certainly felt for sure. Um, and of course, it harkens back to a lot of their classic stuff. I mean, like White Pony, you got the self-titled kind of a little bit in there, even though it's not like this isn't really a dark album, a dark sounding album by any stretch of the imagination. Like this sounds like kind of a fun, positive like album with some heaviness to it. That's basically like what I took away from this album as having like throughout a lot of these tracks, a lot of like reflection, like very moody, but also at the same time very like engaging, very like well written for sure. Like some of the lyrics here are so. This is some of the Deftones' best written material that I've heard in years, maybe since Diamond Eyes for sure. In fact, I think I'm gonna tell you this much. This could be their best album since Diamond Eyes. This could be. And like I'm gonna do this early in the review, like kind of saying where this lands in the Deftones discography. I'm thinking honestly, but like in the middle, in between Ohms and the self-titled. I know a lot of people don't really care for the self-titled, but I love the self-titled a lot. And yeah, this album, like you just get a lot of good stuff on here from tracks. Like I said, My Mind is a Mountain, Milk to the Madonna, which is a lot of people have heard those songs before. So yeah, but there's also like Lock Club, which is very heavy after the first track. Definitely like boom, right there, you're in it. And then the third track, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. It's a term for like shedding skin or something. Um, that's oh, you're probably gonna ecdysis. There you go. I tried to say it. Sorry if I like got it wrong, but like, yeah, that's another really good one for sure. Like, I'm pretty sure that if I hear the album more, I probably would like remember certain things about tracks more. But like, I definitely remember Lock Club definitely going hard. Infinite Source, that riff on Infinite Source definitely goes very hard for sure. Like, I mean, Stephen Carpenter is at the top of his game. I mean, everybody technically is, but like, especially him. Like, and he doesn't have to go super deep with the guitar in order to be good. I mean, like, there's a lot of strong stuff on his part as well. Everybody's part. I mean, like, you got the drum work is great. Cunningham is a great drummer, for sure. He shows that here. Frank Delgado, very good with like his like DJing stuff or whatever he does. And then Chino Moreno, of course, he tries different things as well when you get the tracks, such as like the final two cuts on here, Metal Dream, Departing the Body, fantastic songs for sure. Like he tries this like rapid spoken thing on Metal Dream that I really enjoy. And then like Departing the Body, he goes like into a lot of low register on that one. Like that's a good closing track for sure. Yeah, definitely sends this album off on a very good note for sure. And then if you're looking for like other tracks on here, my opinions on other tracks, Souvenirs good, CXZ, which is Constance or Constance X Zeros, whatever the song is. That's a killer track too. And then I think About You All the Time, which is more like ballad-esque, kind of sort of more softer, more like laid back, I guess is the term. And yeah, I definitely dig that one as well. And then of course Cut Hands, which would be like This Link Is Dead sort of, but not nearly as intense as This Link Is Dead. It's kind of just more of that like fun kind of like Deftones like heavy like yeah like sort of deal going on there. And yeah, I don't think there's a weak link to this album. I really don't. I say that a lot about a lot of different albums for sure. I definitely don't think there is a weak link to this album for sure. If I have one sort of thing that I kind of had a problem with, like for sure, it's just kind of this isn't really like super bad. It's just that I find a lot of the songs kind of sound a little similar. Like especially when you get to like the near the end of the album for sure. Like there's definitely a similarity in the key that they chose these songs in, like, for sure. But like they mix it up enough to where like it's not really that much of a problem. But yeah, yeah, that's not really much of a problem. But like then again, like like this is an album where I'm very easy to please with Deftones because like I'm very easy to please when it comes to their sound. This album definitely did that for me. Like because I am a Deftones fan, of course it did that. I can see that doing that with a lot of people. This is their strongest material since Diamond Eyes for sure. And I probably said that about Ohms too, and I thought Ohms was pretty good. Private Music is definitely like I said, in between Ohms and they're like Ohms, which is in fourth place. The self-titled, which personally, if you want a Deftones ranking early, but you want a little spoiler on that early, Ohms fourth place, and then self-titled in second place in my personal. No. I don't know what I'm doing. White Pony in fourth place, actually. Sorry about that. And then Private Music. They could kind of flip flop depending on what I'm feeling, but like Diamond Eyes is my favorite Deftones album for sure. Like that's not the most popular opinion, but it is like one that I've always had for sure. This is in the upper echelon of Deftones albums for sure, the top 5 for sure. And I'm definitely gonna go out and say it. This is a 10 album for sure. Not it's a 10 album for me, and it's a 10 album objectively so. So there's definitely that. I got the score out of the way. It's a 10. Definitely enjoying this album a whole lot. As of right now, I don't know if this album will age well enough to maintain its 10 score, but as of right now, I'm very optimistic right now. So this is definitely a 10 album for me. Definitely one of the best albums of the year so far. Definitely gonna be in my top 3 for sure, along with the new Spirit Box album. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this new Deftones album. So yeah, I pre-ordered this album already. I pre-ordered this on Sunday night. I got all 3 editions. I got the CD, I got the Amazon vinyl, and I got the cassette tape. The cassette tape should be coming sometime in September, October, depending on shipping and stuff. The vinyl and the CD are coming tomorrow. As of this moment, right now, it's currently almost 11:40 right now. It'll be coming on release day for sure. And then, depending on whether when I open it or not, you'll definitely see that video coming soon. Because I was pre-ordered the Chevelle album, which I said I was going to do, and I did. Spoiler alert. That's what the pickups are going to be for the next pickup video I have. And, yep, this is a great album. Definitely 10. Definitely go check it out. What do you guys think of Deftones' Private Music? Because I don't think this music should be private. I think everybody should listen to this. So definitely in the comment section down below, tell me what you think about this album. This is Scamp Wolf signing out. Take care.